Hello students, welcome back to Geography class. So let's begin our second chapter, the geographic grid system of the earth. Okay, what is geographic grid or what is grid? Grid is a network of vertical and horizontal lines on a map or a globe used for locating places. Okay, so what is grid? It's a vertical and horizontal lines on a map or a globe. It is used for locating the places, and these network are man-made inventions. Okay, so these lines are man-made inventions. Now, what is geographic grid? It refers to internationally recognized system of latitude and longitudes which is used to locate position on the earth's surface. Okay, so geographic grid means it's internationally recognized system of latitude and longitudes. Okay, so geographic grid refers to the internationally recognized system of latitude and longitude that is used to locate the positions on the earth's surface. Okay, so here you can see the both longitude and the latitude lines. Okay, the latitudes and the longitudes is a global system which precisely identifies locations using the equator as the reference point for latitude. Okay, so equator is used as a reference to point out the location by using the latitudes, and the prime meridian is used as a reference for the longitude lines. Okay, so we have number of latitudes and we have number of longitude lines. In that, the two important longitude and the latitudes are equator and prime meridian. Okay, so with this reference we could able to find out the exact location of a place on the earth's surface. You can see here the latitude and the longitude lines. Okay, so which is the most important latitude line? It is the equator, and the most important longitude line is the prime meridian. Okay, and the latitude, that is equator, divides the earth into two hemispheres, that is north hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Okay, northern and the southern hemisphere. And here also you can see the prime meridian, it passes through Greenwich in England. Okay, so both the equator and the prime meridian are an imaginary line. Okay, next, who has found out by using these latitude and the longitudes we can measure the place, or we can able to find out the location of a place on the map? It is Eratosthenes. Okay, in the 3rd century he was the first to make use of these longitude and the latitudes to find out a particular place. Okay, to find out the distance of a place by using the latitudes and the longitudes. And the latitudes are known as parallels of latitudes. Okay, why we call it as a parallels of latitudes? Because these lines are running parallel to the equator. Okay, so the latitude lines are running parallel to the equator as well as parallel to each other. Okay, so because of this reason we say parallels of latitude. For reason questions they can ask this question. Okay, next we'll see the important characteristic features of the latitude. Okay, all the lines of latitude are complete circles except the north pole and the south pole, where they are only the points. Okay, if you can observe in the globe image, you can able to see this view. Equator is the largest line of latitude. Okay, so which is the largest line of latitude? It is the equator, and the length of all the other lines are decreasing or decreases as we move away from the equator towards the pole. Okay, so it could be the North Pole or the South Pole. The line starts decreasing. All lines of latitudes are parallel to each other. The ground distance between two successive lines of latitude is 111 kilometer. Okay, so this can be found. Okay, the distance between 1 degree of latitude is 111 kilometer. Okay, so the circumference of the earth is 40,000 kilometer, and the distance from the equator to the pole is 1/4 of the circumference on each side. So we can calculate it by circumference of the earth divided by 360 degree. Okay, so we'll get per latitude, that is 1 degree latitude, equals to 111 kilometer approximately on the ground. Okay, among all the lines of latitude, equator is the only great circle, rest all are the small circles. Okay, so for one mark questions they can ask, name the great circle. It is the equator. Okay, equator is the only great circle, rest all the small circles. Okay, next we'll see the important lines of latitude. Okay, the first one is equator, that runs by 0 degree. Okay, it is an imaginary line running from east to the west through the center of the earth. Thus, it divides the earth into two equal spheres, that is northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere respectively. The next important latitudes are Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Cancer in the north, that is 23.5 degree north, and Tropic of Capricorn, that is also 23.5 degree south. Okay, and these are very important as they are the outer limit of the sun's movement. Okay, of the north and the south of the equator, and they form the tropical zone. Okay, so this Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn form the tropical zone, that we'll discuss in the further explanation what is tropical zone. The next important lines are 66.5 degree north and 66.5 degree south. Okay, so that is Antarctic Circle and the Arctic Circle. Okay, and the next is 90 degree north and 90 degree south. So that is towards the poles. Okay, North Pole and the South Pole. Okay, and these are the North Pole and the South Pole respectively, and both are the extreme points of the axis of the earth. So we say it as a axis of the earth. To locate the places on the earth, the degrees are further divided into 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute and 60 minutes is equal to 1 degree. Okay, with this we'll end the session for today. We'll continue our chapter in the next video.